name is Resty. Today's date is Saturday, January 6th, and I'm conducting this interview with my cousin, Raph. Okay, so Raph, where were you born?
I was born in the Philippines.
Specifically where?
In like the town, the city.
Yeah.
I was born in Bacolod, in the Philippines.
What was it like growing up?
It was fun growing up in the Philippines. To have lots of friends to play with and being surrounded by families.
How was your transition from elementary school to high school feel like?
From elementary to high school,
Yeah.
it was a smooth transition, I would say. It wasn't that hard. This is pretty much the same. From high school, from elementary to high school, because during our elementary days we were being trained to become engaged in high school, so it wasn't that hard for me. So it was a quite smooth transition.
How did you cope with stress during high school?
Stress. Well, basically, I don't feel stressed during my high school days because I have lots of friends and family that help me
So
if I'm
always there for
stressed
you.
during those days.
Okay.
Time.
What was the most exciting thing about your teenage years?
Exciting thing, I would say having so many assignments.
So I'm assuming that's also the worst thing.
Yeah, pretty much the same.
Yeah.
Exciting, the worst part.
Oh, okay. What kind of student were you?
I think I was a good student. Yeah.
Always handing yourself on time?
Oh yeah, of course.
You procrastinate?
No, I was always on time. Because I make sure that if I get home after school, I make sure all the assignments are done.
Okay. What was your first job?
My first job after university is call center agent.
Oh, okay. So what you do?
Well, basically we're calling. Actually, we're accepting calls from different companies and trying to help them out how to fix some computer problems, something like that.
Okay. Before that, what was your dream job? Like, what did you see yourself doing in the future?
Well, I studied physical therapist, so my dream job will be a physical therapist.
Okay. You attended university. So how did you feel with this big transition from like high school to university?
High school to university, that is a little rough transition because high school is different from university. So you have from high school it was really like very lax. How do you do that? It was really lax. But during university days, there where you experience lots of activities, assignments, tests every day.
That came with a lot of stress, so how did you cope with it?
Well, I'll try to see that I have time to relax.
Like, do you have any hobbies to take your mind off school?
I play basketball just to take a little stress, or go partying.
Okay. How did it feel leaving university and finally beginning a new life, or like beginning a new chapter in your life?
Well, living university feels fulfillment for me. So it means that I'm ready for a new job, and I feel great after university because that's the start of my career.
Okay. How did it feel leaving the Philippines and coming to Canada?
Leaving the Philippines was a pretty what do you call this, exciting and sad because I'm leaving my family behind. But I will be able to fulfill my dream also, so that makes me feel happy and excited at the same time.
When did you and Auntie Jen meet?
We first met in the Philippines like 9, 10 years ago. Because well, it's a long story because her granny and my granny, they were in a plane together, and that's where they met because the call this their plane was somewhat got stuck in the tarmac, and they were not able to fly during that day, so they were booked in 2 hotels because the flight will be the next day. So they were together at the same room, and that's how they met and interact each other, and that's how they become friends. And then until we went to Jen's granny's residence, and that's how I met her.
Oh, okay. Alright. So how long were you guys together for before you were actually married?
We were together for 6 years in a relationship, and after that we got married.
Okay. So how did you come to realize that, wow, she's the woman I want to marry? Like, what made you feel like she was the woman you wanted to marry?
Well, we've been together for 6 years, and I've known her already, so that's the time that we decided to get married.
Okay.
And also I love her. That's the main reason. We love each other.
So obviously relationships, they're not perfect. There's always arguments and fights. And how did you deal with these arguments and disagreements?
Well, arguments are normal in a relationship, but at the end of the day, make sure that everything is pacified and then everything's fixed before you go to bed.
You have a baby.
Yes,
her name is
I have
Kylie.
a daughter, and her name is Kylie.
So when was she born?
She was born July 19, 2014.
And what was it like raising her for the past couple of years?
Oh, it was fun raising Herrreria. And during the first year, it was pretty hard because you didn't get enough sleep. But that's part of it. But it was pretty fun and exciting.
Would you say that you were nervous in a way?
A little bit nervous.
But also excited.
And also excited.
Obviously, transitioning into this stage of life, how does it feel getting older and coming up with different responsibilities you have to take, not also with Kylia, but just for yourself and for your wife?
Coming old is pretty fun. And responsibilities, they're part of life. So you just have to be a responsible parent and a responsible father and a responsible husband.
Okay. Where do you see yourself in about 30 years?
In 30 years, I see myself lying on the beach, drinking beer, and having a tan skin in the Caribbean.
Okay. So what are your thoughts on retirement?
Can't wait to be on that stage because I can go anywhere I want and take a vacation whenever I want, and working every day is a little tiring, right? So after retirement, so that's a beautiful day for me.
That's good. Okay, one more question.
Yeah.
As well with getting older, would you say you're nervous to see what's coming up in the future, as with yourself and Kylie's future?
Well, don't see what's coming in the future, right? So, I think I feel a little nervous what's coming in the future. So, but in some way, I'm a little that's scared, but I'll just make sure that everything is fixed in order, and in order for me to be ready, whatever the future gives me.
Okay. Alright, that's the end of the interview. Thank you, Raph, for
You're
attending
welcome.
this interview with me, and yeah, that's it.